Hi everyone and welcome to Minecraftmum Survival Skills. This is episode number 31, and in this episode we are going to head back to Stronghold and place the Eye of Ender into the end portal and head off into the end. But before we go, we've got some crafting to do, and the first thing I'm going to do is show you how to make an ender chest. So what you do is you take your Eye of Ender, place it in the center and surround it by obsidian. Now between episodes I did a little bit of mining and obviously headed back here from the stronghold and just have been gathering some bits and pieces because we're going to need a lot of things for our final adventure, which is to kill the Ender Dragon. Now what I've done there is just lifted up some carpet by bashing the ground and placing one of the two ender chests there, and I'll just pick up these extra things that I'll get rid of some of this extra cobblestone for the minute. And what we're going to do is, the interesting thing with an ender chest is you can place items in it, and when I place another ender chest somewhere else in the world, everything is automatically going to show up there. So what I'm going to do, let's get rid of some stuff here for a minute. These are all things I want to take with me. I've been organizing them off camera, and I'm just going to quickly place them in that block of 9 there, a bit more actually, and let's start transferring things over. What I've got here on the bottom 3 rows is everything I want to put in my ender chest. These are things that are very valuable that I am a bit nervous about losing in case I die on the way back to the end portal. So what I'm going to do is put them on my ender chest so that when I get there all I have to do is place my chest down and all these things will magically appear. And it also means I can carry more with me. So let's take things like the diamond armor. We've got the Eye of Ender that we'll use to complete the portal. I think we've got more than we need actually there, which is handy. We've got some fantastic bows, and let's see what else we've got that we're going to take. The other thing I'm going to take is just a plain ender pearl, because sometimes when you get to the end, you might, once you go through the portal, end up in this big platform far away from where the Ender Dragon is, and you sometimes have to travel using an ender pearl. I hope that doesn't happen, but if it does, at least we're prepared. So again, I'm just filling this up with all the goodies, and we'll then head off on our way. Now, the traveling back and forth can be really quite boring and frustrating. So what I'm going to do as well is I have taken the coordinates of our Nether fortress, which is sort of right outside our front door. And what we're going to do is, have we got everything there? Yep. I'll put the pumpkins in there, we don't want to lose those, we need to keep that with us. Let's leave some arrows and then we'll pick up everything else from below here. So as I was saying, to get quickly back and forth across the world, what you can sometimes do is travel, almost create, ultimately we want to create a railway back and forth, but instead of making it on the outside world, it's good to make it in the Nether, because distances are shorter, and often you can just sort of tunnel through the Nether very quickly in a straight line, and it makes it really easy. So that's something that we are going to probably do. So I've taken the coordinates here, and again I'll probably show that off screen, I won't do that on screen. So I think, again, we've got all our goodies there, we've got lots of pumpkins, so the lava bucket and the extra obsidian we're going to use to make a portal. And let's just see if there's anything else there or there. Nope. So I think we are pretty much ready. I'll make sure I've got a bed. Don't think I've got one, so I better make sure I bring one with me, because that again is something that as we're traveling, we don't want to lose any of these valuables, because it's taken a lot of time to build up these resources. So we are going to need, oops, I might need a bit more wood planks. Let's just take that. And again, to make a bed, you just head over to the crafting table. Let's make some planks, drag them across like that, and then drag some wool like so. And then we've got a bed. And I'll leave behind this extra wood. We don't need to take that all with us. And I'll leave behind this extra wool. And I think we are ready to head off. So say a fond farewell to home base. We're going to go on an exciting adventure, as I said. Is there anything else we need? We could take some more food. What the heck? And again, some of the armour isn't very good armour that I'm taking, but the first few times we go into the end we'll probably die and lose our armour anyways, so there's some reasons for taking that. So off we go, if I can get out my front door. What I may do at this point is, it's going to be a little bit monotonous heading all the way back to the stronghold, so what I may do is, once I've headed off, is stop the recording and then pick up as we approach our base. So anyways, I'm going to say goodbye for now, and the next time I start back up, we will be approaching the stronghold and the end portal. Hi everyone, and I've just made it to back to where we were at the stronghold. In addition to traveling back, what I've done since I said goodbye back at home base is build myself another portal with some of the items that I brought with us. And as you can see, there's a little ledge around the other side so that as you walk through you don't accidentally fall in the water. We've also brought the ender chest, and when I placed it down I had access to all the items that I needed. If you go into the Nether, what I've also done is tunneled a trail. I'll show you if we head through. So we'll just head through and I'll give you a bit more of a sneak preview. Basically it's our escape route back home, because we're going to get a lot of XP points when we kill the Ender Dragon, and it's nice to have as you explore the end city and things like that, it's nice to be able to quickly get back and forth. So we've got a trail basically that goes up to the level of the staircase I built at the other side by our Nether fortress. And I've had to do a few twists and turns along the way as we encountered lava. But basically, if you follow this path, you've got a protected route all the way from home to our end portal, which is fabulous. So that has all been, again, I did that off camera because that is not the most exciting viewing. But at least you know that that's what's happened, and you know how to do that because we've got an episode on how to make another portal. In this case, I used pretty much obsidian blocks. I didn't try and use that with the technique throwing lava against running water. What I've also done is, I'll just turn around here and head down the ladder. And again, this great ladder just creates this air pocket where you can travel straight down. And what I've done is I've cut a hole through the ceiling, and so we can go right up to the top there, and I've just placed some blocks and it drops us down very nicely right to, lo and behold, the end portal. So if I just jump in there, that will take me into the end, and what I had to do is place those last few Eye of Ender pearls, or Eye of Ender, in there. Now we're going to now head into the end, and what I'm definitely not wanting to do is wear all this expensive armor. So I'm going to take all that off, like so, and place it in one of these chests that I've added. And over here I've taken a lot of the items that I was carrying, and I've also taken some of the things out of the ender chest that's upstairs. And basically, it looks pretty good. I don't want to take too much with me. I think this is going to be more of an exploring trip. But as I said, I've got a bed that I had before. I've placed my extra bed there so that if I have visitors they can stay there. And at this point we're going to just do our first little adventure to have a look at what it is like in the end. And hopefully where we land is a good location. that we can easily make it over to where the Ender Dragon is. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, jump! Attack you. Hey! We've just achieved... oh, we're in a fairly good location, actually. That was excellent. What I'm going to do is burrow my way in and make a bit of a staircase up. So often when you arrive, you can end up in a not very good location, but we are in a reasonable location, actually. We are... so I'm just again burrowing my way through the end stone. This, anything you bring, the dragon can basically destroy unless you bring stacks of obsidian. Ooh, that's the dragon there. Ah, he's just tried to kill me. Let me eat some food and hopefully... Oh, I'm not hungry, so I can't even eat some food. We've got a little bit of a time now before he attacks again. And what I'm going to try and do is place some of this end stone in a convenient location to create... See, those Endermen are not going to attack me while I am wearing this. I'm just going to eat some food now. That'll get... so the end stone is that. And what I might want to do is create a bit of a base here. Sometimes what I'll do is create a bit of a staircase with these. And I use that as a platform for killing the Ender Dragon ultimately. So what I try and do is mine and then create a little staircase up, like so. And I think I'm gonna die. No, I'm okay. What I haven't done, we could try and do some jumping to kill some of these little... I'll head over to this one here actually and see if we can jump up and kill it, the beacon. So let's see if we can... Ah, I died. So there we go. That was our first trip through. We've respawned here. Don't think I need anything from there. What we are going to do is probably end that episode. And in the next episode, what we're going to do is try and take out some of those crystals that you may have seen briefly at the top of those obsidian columns. But that we have made it to the end, and we're in not a bad location, and we've started to build a staircase and get some end stone. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thanks for watching.